Oh, it's on, look, it's gone green. Hello? Hello? Can you hear it? Hello?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good morning everyone. Today's our first day in Chicago. So today we are going to be doing an oil change on the bike. It's not well overdue, it's due. And we're going to give our host a haircut. I'm going to be here for about 4 or 5 days. So I've bought the parts already from Cycle Gear. I use Cycle Gear is like a big shop in America that just have loads of motorbike stuff. It's like the best for it. And I'm going to an auto zone because I can do my oil change there myself, and then they can get rid of the oil for me, which is good. And there we have it, oil change done. Now we go explore the city. So is this like a good breakfast spot we're going to?
Yes.
Wicked.
Scrambled with bacon, scrambled with sausage. Sauce is coming, okay?
Thank you. Sorry. This looks nuts. This is so American. Steak and eggs, pancakes.
I've never had steak and eggs before.
Never?
If I go for a more savory breakfast, I usually do like an egg benedict or an omelet.
Yeah.
But I like this area because it's next to the lake and they have like a little nice area. There's a beach there.
So does it get like, does the water freeze over here in the winter?
Yeah. So
Really? I hate the beach.
you hate the beach?
With a passion. I'd rather a swimming pool.
I mean, okay, but I don't like the ocean because of the salt, but I like the lake because I don't have to worry about my eyes being burned.
You could just keep your eyes closed when you swim in the ocean.
Is this the biggest lake in the world?
No, this is Lake Michigan. It's one of the Great Lakes. There are 5 Great Lakes, and I think Superior is the largest.
Superior. Where's that? In America? Or?
Yeah. So the Great Lakes are all in America.
Okay. This is crazy. This is not connected to the sea at all.
Well, it is connected through the St. Lawrence Seaway.
Yeah, it's very. It's not. Yeah. Just got Chicago just there. Chicago in my fingers.
Well, it's like a lot of these are like made like hawk.
What was that?
What about the whites?
Very loud. What area did you say this was? Wilmette.
Wilmette.
And we're at a Universal Temple.
Baha'i.
Baha'i?
House of worship.
The Baha'i House of Worship. Oh, it's on, look, it's gone green. Hello? Hello? Can you hear it? Hello? It's just very echoey in here. Hello? Oh yeah, wow.
Maybe if we read a pamphlet.
What'd you call that? So we call those leaflets.
Independent world religion.
So it's a cult.
Practice the economic.
Very nice. Let's go cut some hair now, hey? Right guys, so I'm going to be cutting both my host's hair in Chicago here. You know the drill. Let's get it done.
Like, what do you want to know?
What's your name? Where are you from?
My name's Rex. Live here in Chicago. I don't know what else you want to know about me.
My name is Eric and I live in Chicago.
And what is it that you do in Chicago?
I'm a pediatric speech therapist.
Okay, and what does that entail?
I work at a therapeutic preschool. I work with a lot of kids with disabilities, helping them build their communication skills. I was in speech therapy for...
What, yourself?
Yeah,
okay.
For a majority of my childhood. So when it came to choosing a career, I've always wanted to be in the health field, just what area exactly.
Sure. When I was in Mexico, my whole family moved to Mexico, and I was in pursuit of my music career. I do opera mainly, so that's...
Are you gonna sing for me after? I feel like you have to now. Opera's pretty amazing, no?
It could be cool for some people.
I think opera's pretty. You gotta have a loud voice, right?
You do have to project a lot.
I'm just joking. I've heard him sing opera. He's unbelievable.
I would probably say my greatest adventure is probably when I moved from Orlando to Chicago. I appreciated everything I did in Florida and the friends that I made there.
Sure.
But early on in my grad school career, I knew that this is not where I want to live.
Okay. What was it about Florida that made you know that you definitely didn't want to live there?
I think it was always, summers are just brutal there.
So hot.
And it was great being there in winter, and the coldest it being is, I don't know, high 40s Fahrenheit.
Sure.
Just kind of with my move, I left as soon as I could. So I drove, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours just to start the move, and I stayed at some random hotel.
Yeah.
I was planning on making it, I don't know, like a 3-day adventure.
Sure.
I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, just wide awake. So I just kind of was like, let's just go.
Go with it.
I drove from like southern Alabama to my parents' house. They live in Iowa. They live in the Quad Cities. I would say that was probably an 18-hour drive.
Wow, that is hectic. What was that like?
It wasn't that bad, and I just kind of got to that area where it would make no sense for me to stop. That whole day was just very surreal because I went from the Bible Belt in the States where I would be driving, I would just see a huge billboard saying, Jesus will save you. And just watching that slowly change to regular billboards of attorneys and other things that are on billboards.
So what would you say your greatest adventure has been then?
I mean, the fact that I've been able to travel, singing opera around the country, around the world.
That's been a great adventure.
I've had the chance to not only travel within the United States, but to travel in Europe. I gave a concert in Switzerland, gave a concert in Prague, in Czech Republic, in Lisbon, and Barcelona.
Oh, so you're going all over the world, huh?
I've been able to do something that I love, and to, I guess, prove to that teacher who told me that I could not sing, that I would never be a singer, that, like, yes.
It must have been a great feeling, huh? To know that
Definitely.
she was wrong. So, one thing I always like to ask is, what would you say your greatest challenge that you faced in life has been?
Just learning how to work with people. Just if you think about school, whenever you've had group projects, you're always loathe them because there's always one person in the group who does nothing. And
you're that one person that does nothing.
I'm the person who I don't procrastinate.
Yeah.
If something is assigned, like as long as I do what I'm responsible for, it's really not my fault if something's not finished.
Yeah.
With reports that I write, it's a team, so it's a lot of other therapists.
Yeah.
When I know mine's done, there's nothing I can do to get other people to write theirs. It's just they need to
get on with it.
Do it, and realizing that it's okay if the report is late.
Yeah.
Because I know I was on time.
That's a good way to look at it. What would you say your greatest challenge has been?
I guess having a balance and defining your goals. If you don't know what you want, you might be lost a little bit, and I guess I did know what I want, and every time it changes. Like, I like having a plan in mind, but I don't like to be married to that plan because
you don't want to just be stuck on that one thing.
Yes, like I want to be open and flexible because anything can happen in life.
So coming towards like the end of the haircut, I always ask, if you had like a young version of yourself in front of you, what advice would you give that young version of yourself?
I would say that everything happens for a reason. You might not understand in the moment, but with time, you will see what is planned for you.
Sure. I would probably tell that person to don't be afraid of just expressing who you are, who you truly are. At that time I grew up in church. I led a lot of their opinions, their beliefs, in fact, the lifestyle that I was living. I've lived a life where I needed to be someone good, someone with good thoughts, someone with positive, someone who like cannot do any mistakes.
Okay.
Just because I did have people looking up to me. But I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm human. At that time I was exploring my sexuality and perhaps had feelings towards other men as well that I suppressed.
That was down to the church that you suppressed those.
Of course, yeah, a lot.
And you feel like you're more happier now because you expressed them?
Yes. But also during that time, I remember I had a girlfriend that I had to break up with because she did not have the same beliefs as I did.
Yeah.
And I think that was the most stupidest decision I've ever made.
Because she had a difference of opinion.
Yes. And I really, really regret that because I really liked her.
Ready to see your hair, yeah?
Oh.
So you have a lot more texture in it now.
Yeah.
On the top.
Mm-hmm.
And your number one on the side.
Nice.
See how there's lots of texture in it? So just like the way I cut it is I thinned it out. I still kept all the length on the front because you said you eventually want to perm it.
Probably after I come back from Europe.
Yeah? What do you think?
I like it. I like
Yeah?
it. It's something new. Thanks, man.
Cool.
Appreciate that a
My
lot.
pleasure, man. Powered by Slick Gorilla. Thank you for trusting me, man. I think it's a good look.
Thank you.